Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2 Trucker for Hire. We do have a new car now, the Volkswagen Polo. A lot of you guys requested for a new car. You wanted something new, and here you go. It's not exactly the Golf, I think, but it does look nice, and it's the only one that's working for the newest version of ETS2. Now, there are some quirks with it. The interior does look nice, doesn't it? If it's accurate, I have no clue, but it does have its own GPS. The mirrors are kind of funky though. I think the mirrors are inverted more or less. Like that should be on the left side and this should be on the right side, but we live with what we have. And everything else seems to be working fine. The sound though, you'll have to get used to it. It's probably room for improvement there, but we live with it anyway. Oh, wow. These trucks look humongous from this view. Didn't realize that before. Let's go and pick up a job. We are currently in Paris. And we are going to Lille, if that's how you pronounce it, for a job. I'm not sure though. I think it might have expired already because it did take quite some time for me to get the hang of the new car and find my spot. Anyway, hope you like the new one. It definitely looks more modern than the EE86, than the Hachiroku, and it might be more relatable to you guys. So let me know what you think, if you like it better or not. Alright, this is where we pick up the trailer. Let's just go and park up and start the job for the day. Does anyone of you know how to change that? I don't think the SCS file is unlocked though. Like the modder doesn't allow changes to his mod by other people, so I don't think I can change it on my own. I tried looking at the archive, but the files are kind of locked, I think. Just reverse here and park up, and then we'll get started. Back up some more. I can actually use my rear view, huh? Because I can barely see anything out of it. I think that's good enough. Alright, there you go. That's our new car. Let me know what you think. In the meantime, let's go and take a job from Paris to Lille. Quick job. I did remove the economy limitations from the previous episode. Oh, it's still there. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one. Paris to Lille computer processors. It's only 3 tons. It's fragile, important, and high value cargo though. So we're going to get 4,667 euros out of that one if everything goes well, which it probably wouldn't, but we can try, right? We'll also be driving a Renault for a change. So let's take it. Renault haters, raise your hands. No, but myself personally, I don't really have much of a gripe against the Renault. I don't know why there's no GPS here though. I find that really weird. It seems like this wasn't edited properly, so we'll have to do something like that. Yeah, ideally there should be a GPS here. Oh well, at least there's no damage as well. Okay. Let's check that out. Now that sounds much better. Definitely. The curtains I'm not digging so much, but fine. Ooh, I do like that trailer though. Air France, KLM, Martin Air Cargo. These are computer parts though, right? Computer processors, maybe Ryzen's, AMD Ryzen's. Kinda nice truck. Yeah, not too shabby. In terms of shifting, okay, 3. If I shift this one, 7, 8. Alright, that is not the ideal setup. It's a bit different. I might have to go let me see. Should I? Would I? Could I? Nah, let's just keep it as it is. I'll manage. I won't change anything anymore. Let's get started. These are only 3 tons. This should be pretty light. In terms of field of view, I think we can change some things up. I can zoom in a bit. Like that. And go back a little. In terms of mirrors, I think I can improve that as well. Just get more of the view in and less of the truck. Yeah, and it started to rain as well. Oh well, should be fine. And there we go. Okay, we're ready. Ready for the Renault. Hopefully this doesn't turn out to be a disaster, but we will see. We will see. Oh yes, before everything else, check out the routing. Okay, that's gonna be a simple driving off here, going through that like dog bone interchange, passing through a gas station or rest stop. Going straight. This seems like a country road actually. That's not one of the major motorways. And then we'll be dropping off stuff here. We can actually pass through that way, so we unlock that, whatever that is, and then drop off to, how do you pronounce that company? That one. However that is pronounced. So it's, I think, mostly gonna be a countryside, a scenic route, but we'll see. There you go. And fourth gear. Perfect. Do I need lights? Oh, Sion lights, I think is what they're called, right? And right now it's 10:44 a.m. So we shouldn't really need lights, but it's raining, so let's put them on. And I need my GPS. Sorry, thank you. Please don't hit the railings. Okay, thank you. Let's get it on. Wipers. Alright. So as I'm recording this, I am still on the fence about buying a bus simulator. I do want to get into bus simulators, but until now I haven't decided. Mainly I'm deciding if it's going to be OMSI, Fernbus, or nothing at all. Because they all have their own quirks, and it's a bit they are a bit buggy, but they do have their own set of realistic features that I really want to try. And getting into bus sim, I think it's time. I think it's time. We can add one more series to the channel, I think. And I think a couple of people would appreciate that. I know some people here are bus fans. So right now I'm leaning towards getting into OMSI, even though it's buggy, even though the graphics is a bit, as Sheng would say, Windows 95-ish. So it's not state of the art. Let's put it that way. But all quirks aside, it remains to be the most realistic bus simulator out there. It has mod support. The community is kind of big, and so I think it's the best option we have in terms of bus sims. Now on the other side of the fence is Fernbus. It's not a bus sim per se, it's a coach sim, but generally it's still a bus. It's not city driving though, it's driving through autobahns and driving through Germany, across those and delivering people to different cities, as opposed to bus sims where you are mostly inside a city and go around the city streets slowly and pick up lots of passengers and drop them off. So it's a bit of a different theme, and I think I'm leaning more towards OMSI because I'm more towards bus sims instead of coach sims. Because coach sims, having a coach sim is nice, but it's kind of similar to truck sim in a way that you travel to different cities and you go through highways, motorways, and instead of just delivering goods though, you deliver people. So it's a bit different, but there are a lot of similarities. So it's more similar to truck sim than to a bus sim, if you get what I mean. Yeah. So I'm not really sure which I should pick. Right now I'm leaning towards OMSI and Bus Company Simulator. It might be a bit of a headache though. Like most of the videos I'm seeing, it's just mainly bug after bug after bug. So it might be a bit frustrating, but let me know what you think. If you have any comments on OMSI, if you have tried it before, if you have seen videos of it before, do let me know what you think of it and what you've seen, right? Because in its own way, it has its appeal. even though the graphics isn't really the most up-to-date version, it still looks I guess it's decent after you get used to it. And the gameplay is what matters. Like all these switches, imagine that, all these switches, all the knobs, you can tinker with them, you can use them. And then usually the buses have I think what they call it, the IBIS, that computer-like system which tracks the current route and takes care of the ticketing system, that kind of thing. So we'll get to know and understand how that works as well. And that personally is pretty relatable to me because I ride buses most of the time here in Singapore. I don't have a car here. Only rich people can drive here in Singapore because they really regulate the number of cars on the road, otherwise it will be too much traffic. So cars are out of scope for my budget, and so I am left to the buses. But the public transportation is very good here in Singapore. Trains and buses are, ooh, nice truck, very, very accessible. So I don't have any complaints, and that's why I also want to get into bus sims, because I would understand how the bus drivers would feel, and I would understand what they're what the buttons they're pressing. You know, I can relate to it more in real life. Actually, I can relate to that more than trucks because I don't really know anyone who's a real truck driver. I mean, who I see on a daily basis. I know some people are in the channel are actually truck drivers in real life, and that's pretty cool. You guys are giving me lots of infos and lots of real life insights. It's pretty nice. Thank you for that. It would be nice if we have something like that for bus sims as well. Maybe we have bus drivers. But yeah, I might lean towards OMSI, and I might buy it before the sale ends. Who knows? Or maybe I'll get a copy. I doubt it. Airsoft has been pretty restrictive with their press copies, unlike other companies. But yeah, I can completely understand. I'm not big enough. I'm a small-time YouTuber, and you probably can't trust me with that. They must have a rigid process for it. It mainly depends on the type of company. There are smaller companies that are very much very supportive of YouTubers and content creators, streamers, the like the company behind Transport Fever. Those guys are the biggest supporters of the content creators that I know. Like, they gave copies to everyone, even small-time people like me. There are some though who are a bit old-fashioned. Oh, I think I can go here. I think I should go. Let me just gear up here. Yeah, there are some companies who are a bit more old-fashioned though, in that they don't really I don't know, they don't appreciate, I think, the power of the content creators and how much they can give, how much free advertising they can get with that. So it's a bit weird, but yeah, I can understand that some people don't grasp that idea yet, haven't grasped that idea. But if you think about it, if you compare the world we live in now with how it was before, it's totally insane. It's totally different nowadays. Like, imagine the world before YouTube, before Twitch. Yeah, how would you know if a game is for you or not? Imagine it. For example, OMSI. You see it on Steam, alright? You see some pictures, you see some videos, and what would you do? How else would you know if the game is for you? Let's start with today. Today, you just go to YouTube, you type OMSI 2 gameplay, and gazillion videos would come out, right? And then you would see, okay, this is pretty nice, or oh, lots of bugs, I don't like it. It depends on your preference. But before, how would it work? You would have to go to these review sites like GameSpot, IGN, and they would have some form of review article. They would sometimes, nowadays they have even review videos, right? So reviews. and then you would base it from there. But normally those sites don't really show much of the gameplay, at least not as much as actual Let's Play videos, right? So it's a bit limited, and sometimes it's a bit skewed, so you don't get the full picture. I'm having problems with the gears. There you go. So yeah, nowadays it's very, very convenient, and YouTube made all of that possible. And that's why I really believe that if companies support the content creators more, they would benefit more from it. It's like a win-win, really. They use up one key for the content creator, and that content creator will share videos, make a series and everything. And how many people will see that? How many people will watch that? And how many people will buy because of that? Right? So it's a real whoa! It just got okay. That's a bit scary. The truck didn't even stop. Nice truck. So yeah, I think YouTube really is the future, or not only YouTube actually, but the multimedia, the internet has evolved in such a way that we should now value the small time people as well, because everyone has a bigger reach, and you don't really need as much advertising anymore, so you don't really need to spend thousands of bucks to like make a video and promote your game or something like that. Most of the time, spreading it towards the community of content creators is enough, and that is nothing more than spending a few keys, giving away a few keys for them, and then they do the advertising for you. Yeah, it's insane nowadays, but it's very nice. It's very win-win for us, because we get to see more of the game, and for myself as a content creator, I get free access to the game. Yeah, so it's really an evolving industry. But yeah, I guess some companies haven't quite grasped that yet, or maybe they need to adjust their policies and their company vision or mission, or however you call it, their processes to support that kind of new landscape, probably. Anyway, that's it for my monologue about that topic. In the meantime, I am liking this route though. Pretty scenic, and pretty nice sky and rain as usual, thanks to Foggy Weather 2.0. So Kirill, if you're watching, thank you again. I can't thank you enough. It's been a real eye-opener, this mod. How realistic the lighting looks now. Whenever I see videos of truck sim from other people, I mean, don't get me wrong, these people are awesome, these content creators are awesome. It's just that my eyes have gotten so used to foggy weather that when I see gameplay from how the normal climate looks like, I kind of wish for more, you know? Like, I wish he had foggy weather turned on. That's always my thinking, first and foremost. I still love watching the videos though, but yeah, I do have that longing now. I think the rain has stopped. Thank you. Yes. Yep, pretty fancy countryside road. Pretty scenic, perfect for a vacation, and I think it's vacation period over in Europe right now. Maybe not only in Europe, but also in the US, because it's summertime, and I believe classes have ended last week. So most of the people I know, most of the people from work are actually on vacation right now with their kids, and so I'm the one left to hold the fort. Some of us are left out, but that's okay. There's still plenty enough. Okay, 70 work for you? Yes, it can. Don't pull out, please. Don't pull out. Thanks, bro. Truckers unite. Yeah. But watching all these gameplay videos of Fernbus and OMSI just makes you appreciate as well the effort that has been put into not only those games, but also in Truck Sim, in ETS2 and ATS. because this game, Truck Sim, remains to be the most polished simulator out there for me, driving simulator. Like, we have a lot of complaints for AI, but if you see the AI of other games, you would be thankful for what we have here. Some games have floating cars, teleporting cars, and whatnot like that. You don't see it that smooth, ever. Simple things like that, I learned to appreciate. So it's a bit, well, of course, Truck Sim has its own limitations in that it's not as, it's not much of a simulator. It's more like an arcade game at some points. You don't really experience the full trucking experience, right? You don't know the switches. You don't really know how to attach a trailer. Just press a button and you're attached. You don't know which pipe goes where. You know, things like that. No, that would make it a real simulator. And especially going out of the truck, inspecting your truck, taking breaks whatsoever, which I heard is a huge thing. Okay, there we go. Finally found the right gear. Next time I'll switch to the something like Ethan Fuller setup with this kind of thing, with the lows and highs. Yeah, but I'm really thankful for the game now. It opened my eyes. But yeah, each of the games have their own quirks, and it's just a matter of personal preference if you can live with those quirks. And if you can get over those quirks and focus on the gameplay, then it's awesome. Like OMSI, admittedly, when I first saw OMSI like a few months ago, I was like, oh heck no. I mean, that game, you shouldn't have any game that looks like that anymore in this day and age. But then after a while, you get to realize that, okay, so graphics is not the focus on this game. But if you look beyond the graphics, you get to appreciate how detailed it is, how detailed the gameplay is, and if you manage to get past through the bugs, it turns out to be awesome. It turns out to be the best bus sim out there. Okay, you go ahead. I can squeeze in. Maybe after this guy, maybe not. Thank you. Yeah, so after all of that trouble, I mean, the interface doesn't look good, the graphics doesn't look good, and I forgot something. If you can see, the speed limit is 130 because we do have the car limit set here in the gameplay instead of the truck limit. Show car limit, show truck limit, because we went on a road trip last time. Okay, that should be good, and we are almost there actually. I have to take a photo here. Is there anything scenic? Kinda looks like it. Oh, that bridge is perfect. Are we going over it? Not really, but we are going past it. So when we're past it, I think I'll take a photo. Right? I think now is my chance. Like so. Let's see. I think I might have gone a bit too past it. Let's show the stuff here. Not too shabby, not too fancy, just good old trucking. What's a nice angle, guys? What's a nice angle? Maybe a zoom out, like a scenery shot, scenic shot like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at those curves there. That can work for me. Maybe lessen this out a bit. Just show the bridge, show the view, show the truck, and that car as well. That photo bomber, red car on the right. Not too bad. I can work with that. Also, the indicators, have you noticed? For some reason, I get hooked on these indicators from Renault. I kind of like them. In the beginning, they're nice, and then after a while, you get like fed up with the sound. but after a while you get used to it again, and it's sort of addicting in its own way. Like, oh, I miss those sounds. And right now as I'm hearing it, oh yeah, I definitely did miss those sounds. Wow, never-ending cars here. Dude, can you not use your sirens or something? Police Nacional. Nice car. Oh, it's a Peugeot. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Can I get one of those cars to drive? That would be nice. Thank you. Like, look at that. That's pure brilliance. That AI behavior, that's super advanced. Compare that with other games. No other game, I think, could manage an AI like that. Crossing effortlessly and smoothly like so. Waiting for an opening and then crossing without hitting another car in the process. That's just insane. Imagine how that is coded in. And compare that with other games. Yeah, I don't think any other game would come close. At least not from what I've seen so far. Maybe some AAA games have it, but the simulators that I'm looking at and I've seen, nada. Ooh, nice tower. Where's that? That one. Focus on the road, please. Thank you. So we go through this roundabout and then discover it and then turn left at the end. Alright, that's clear. Alright, good. Okay, I'm kind of getting the gearbox now, kind of getting the transmission now. Now as we're ending the the journey, of course. Ah, Scania. Nice. Cool. And might not fit in this space. I did see a lot of cars that I could have taken instead of the Volkswagen Polo. There were lots of awesome cars like BMWs, Audis, and Skodas. I think you pronounce it Skoda, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But those are all luxurious vehicles, and I didn't want to get a luxurious vehicle for our series, right? Because I want to save up for it. You know, I want to earn it. I don't want just to buy it. I want to start with something simple and cheap, and then work our way up, and then save some money, and then buy a luxurious car. And that way, we really earned it, and it feels much better than just fabricating something out of nothing. Can I squeeze in, please? Thank you. Let's just go past. Thanks. Okay, there's our parking. Okay, I can turn this off now, and I can focus on the parking itself. Nothing too fancy. We have all the space we need. And yeah, so far the Renault's pretty good. I have no complaints about it. Like this model, I'm not really sure what model this is, but this is not the Magnum, right? The Magnum, I hate how it looks, but this one, it's not too bad. It's not too blocky. Anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing about your Renault comments, guys. What makes Renault so hateable by other people? I can understand the hate for the Magnum, but for this one, I think this is pretty nice. And the new one they have, the one that looks a samurai, I drove that before in ETS2. Range T, yeah, the Renault Range T. That one is awesome. That one looks pretty cool. I like it. Am I gonna hit something? Did that push through? Okay. Oh, I think it kind of accepted it at that point, but I want to make it perfect. Right? And then counter it up. That's straight, more or less, and even it out like so. There you go. And we have arrived on time. And now we should earn a much more reasonable income. There you go. There you go. That's the money. If you remembered from the previous episode, we were always getting very limited amounts of money, like only 800 or 1,000, and then we're getting penalties like 1,000 for crashing. I removed all of that. I removed the traffic offenses. Well, the traffic offenses are here, but not hyped up anymore. They're normal traffic offenses, normal income, normal XP, I think. So it's more or less normal, in short. There you go. And there you have it. That's actually just 30 minutes. Wow. So let me maybe just show you the Polo a bit more. We'll be teleporting back to Paris here, because I am not in Lille. The car is not in Lille, but you get the point, right? Anyway, let's just go around a bit just so we can see more of the car, and then I'll let you guys go. Maybe we drop off there. I remember someone recommended, let's go around this route so I can discover it. I remember someone recommending, you know what, let's not go there. Let's go to IKEA. Go here. Wow, there you go. Someone recommending a Renault. I have no problems trying out a Renault car, but the link they provided was for an old version of ETS2, and that's the problem with cars. The car mods aren't as famous, understandably, as the truck mods. So sometimes, and oftentimes, they get outdated and they're not compatible with the latest version anymore. Yeah, so I don't think that works with the latest version. I didn't have time to try it though, but usually what I try is the version for, oops, sorry, wrong lane. What I try is the version for, I should see there it says compatible for 1.27. Yeah, if you have any recommendations, like if you're not happy with this car, I can change it again, but you'll have to help me out with the links. You'll have to send me a link or let me know if there's something that's compatible with 1.27. And it cannot be luxurious. I don't want any luxurious cars yet. I want to earn for that. I want to work for that. Simple cars, simple, compact, casual cars like this one. This is perfect. Almost went over there. Is it our turn? Not yet. Now it is. Went over the line there a bit, but I wasn't penalized, so it's okay. Thankfully. Oh, don't go beyond the speed limit. 50 is okay. I wonder if this has cruise control. Let me try it out. So my current speed is 54. Yeah. I put cruise control in. It works. Yeah, the sound is like I don't know, it's like a lawnmower though. I don't know. So the sound is not the best asset of this car, but everything else kind of works. Okay. And if you find an updated version for this car, maybe the modder would update it and fix the mirrors and maybe add some nice sounds to it, do let me know, right? I'll be happy to update it. That would make this the perfect car, perfect starter car for our series. T4H series is what I call it. Nothing fancy, just it's shorter than trucker for hire. T4H. Right there. Sky looks good. The lights are working as well. That's good. Indicators are working. Although the lights, admittedly, I haven't seen if they are. Let's just go through this roundabout and park over at IKEA. And let's call it an episode, right? Okay. On straight. And I have right of way there, but they're not stopping at all. Like, are you? Okay, you are. Alright, good. See? AI is brilliant. There are some times when the AI derps up, but more or less they do work and they do respect the signs. Sometimes it's not even the fault of the AI. Sometimes it's a mapping issue, like that map wasn't properly set to be a priority lane, things like that, you know. Sometimes it's the problem of the mapping. Sometimes, but I'm not trying to protect them. Can we go inside here? Last time I tried to go in here, I got met with an invisible wall. It might just be a slowdown. Yep, invisible wall. Oh, Hikey is close to us. Oh yeah, indicator does work. Brakes do work. Cool. Yeah. Well, let's back up a little so I can see myself from this other side. Whoa! What is this? Final destination? Did you guys see that bus? What the heck? Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll have to end the episode before I eat my words about the AI. No, that's a mapping issue. That's a mapping issue. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that short little episode. And let me know what you think about the car, the Renaults in general, and any other comments you might have. Looking forward to your comments, and if you did like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. In the meantime, this is the Clumsy signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye. And Clumsy trucking. Beep beep. Bye-bye.